Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most highly acclaimed electric bikes on the market. We've gathered insights from real users to give you an in-depth look at their experiences and deliver a thorough overview. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, don't forget to snag this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not delay any further. Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer, new to the world of electric bikes despite a background in detailed research and analysis, carefully selected the Vivi M026TGB 26-inch folding mountain bike after a year of extensive investigation into various models. Initially impressed with its 350 watts motor and 8-hour battery, the purchasing process encountered a hiccup when the price dropped shortly after the order, prompting inquiries to the seller, Hemka. Despite delays and tracking issues during shipping, which took a frustrating 10 days to even commence, the bike eventually arrived, albeit with a severely bent front wheel rendering it unusable. Upon inspection and assembly, the reviewer found the bike generally satisfactory. Despite immediate adjustments needed for components like the rear shifting derailleur and rear disc brakes, as well as challenges with fitting the seat post, other features like the sturdy frame, easy folding mechanism, and functional brakes provided a positive initial impression. The bike's performance in pedal assist and throttle modes was noted to be smooth and enjoyable during test rides. However, issues persisted with minor components such as the weak plastic feel of brake handles and shifters, dysfunctional horn, and flimsy mud flaps. Despite these setbacks, the reviewer remains optimistic about the bike's potential once initial issues are addressed, highlighting the pleasant riding experience and the bike's value at its price point. In conclusion, while the Vivi electric bike shows promise in performance, the reviewer's experience was marred by shipping delays and the unfortunate condition on arrival. Nonetheless, positive customer service interactions and satisfactory riding experience suggest potential for improvement with minor adjustments.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer found the Vivi M026TGB 26-inch folding mountain bike well packaged, despite minor box damage that didn't affect the bike. They noted a stray bolt meant for shipping, which caused initial confusion due to inadequate assembly instructions. The bike's fenders were flimsy, with the rear one being particularly unstable, although this was resolved by replacing it with a rack. Finding a rack that accommodates the disc brakes required modification, highlighting non-standard hole sizes that necessitated drilling and new bolts. Being short, at 5 feet 4 inches with a 29-inch inseam, adjustments were needed. The seat and handlebars required modification for comfort and safety. The reviewer replaced the seat and adjusted the handlebars, noting concerns about the handlebars' height relative to their comfort and safety. The bike's shifter had minor issues in lower gears, potentially needing adjustment. They appreciated the bike's pedal assist feature, which engaged effectively once in motion, though the throttle's connectivity sometimes disconnected easily. Despite some technicalities, the bike performed well on a 14-mile trail ride, with battery usage meeting expectations. A notable drawback was the throttle's dependence on pedal assist activation, limiting independent throttle use. Overall, despite some assembly challenges and ergonomic adjustments needed, the Vivi M026TGB offered a satisfactory riding experience at a competitive price, making it a recommended choice for both transportation and recreational use.
Excellent! Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This review initially rated the Vivi M026TGB 26-inch folding mountain bike 2 out of 5 stars. Following their review, the company reached out via email, offering a full refund or a replacement bike in response to the issues reported. They appreciated the company's proactive customer service, noting their willingness to resolve problems promptly. Regarding the bike itself, the reviewer expressed significant safety concerns. Despite the responsive customer service and occasional provision of free replacement parts, they emphasized that the bike seemed inherently unsafe. The reviewer recounted several incidents. Firstly, the pedals fell off within a month of regular use, requiring a replacement part that took considerable time to arrive and install. A local bike shop noted this as a common issue with lower quality bikes. Subsequently, plastic components securing the handles began to loosen after 6 months, despite repeated tightening. The brakes also became unreliable over time, intermittently failing to function properly. The reviewer also highlighted issues with the battery, which degraded quickly and no longer held a charge adequate for their daily commute, affecting the bike's performance consistency. Conclusively, the reviewer advised against purchasing this bike for regular use, urging potential buyers to invest in a higher quality option despite the initial cost. They emphasized that prioritizing quality would likely result in better long-term reliability.